What's going on? Yankees fans, buckle up, because the Bronx is buzzing right now, and today's update might look quiet on the surface. But underneath, it's loaded with strategy, signals, and possible domino effects that could reshape this roster sooner than you think. We've got three major developments to break down today. Luciano officially passes waivers. Ty France is suddenly linked to New York, and the Yankees quietly pick up Siani, and trust me, none of this is random. This is classic Cashman chess, and if you read between the lines, something bigger may be brewing. Let's start with Luciano, because this was the first move that raised eyebrows across the league. Luciano has officially cleared waivers, meaning every other MLB team had a chance to claim him, and nobody did. Now, on one hand, that tells you how front offices currently value him. He's been struggling to carve out a consistent role. His bat hasn't fully translated at the big league level, and defensively, he's still viewed as a work in progress. But on the other hand, this is actually a quiet win for the Yankees. Clearing waivers gives New York flexibility. They can outright him, stash him in AAA, or potentially use him as a secondary piece in a trade. In today's MLB roster, flexibility is currency, and the Yankees just gained some. What's interesting here is timing. You don't usually expose a player to waivers unless you're preparing for something else. This feels less like giving up on Luciano and more like clearing space. The Yankees have been walking a tightrope with their 40-man roster, and every move lately screams preparation. Whether it's for a trade, a free agent pickup, or an internal promotion, Luciano passing waivers feels like step one in a multi-step plan. Now let's talk about Ty France, because this is where things get spicy. Multiple reports and insider chatter have linked France to the Yankees as a potential target, and honestly, it makes a lot of sense. France is a proven MLB bat. He brings contact ability, plate discipline, and positional versatility, primarily at first base, but with experience elsewhere. The Yankees have been starving for consistent production from the right side of the infield, and Ty France fits exactly the profile of what this front office loves. A professional hitter who doesn't strike out a ton and can stabilize a lineup that has been way boom or bust. If you look at the Yankees' current offensive construction, it's extremely top-heavy. Judge and Soto carry massive loads, but once you get past them, it's a roller coaster. France wouldn't be asked to be a superstar. He'd be asked to be reliable, move runners, extend innings, punish mistakes. That's something this team desperately needs, especially in October-style baseball where every at-bat matters. And here's the real kicker. Ty France likely wouldn't cost a premium prospect haul. He's not a rental superstar, and that plays right into Cashman's playbook. The Yankees love under-the-radar value moves that don't gut the farm system. If they can land France using mid-level prospects or surplus pieces, that's a massive win. Now let's pivot to Siani, because this pickup might feel small, but these are exactly the types of moves that championship teams make quietly. Siani brings speed, defense, and outfield depth, three things the Yankees always prioritize, especially heading into the grind of the season. Injuries are inevitable. Slumps happen. Having a guy who can come in, steal a base, cover ground in the outfield, and give you quality defensive innings is incredibly valuable. This also tells us something important about the Yankees' mindset. They're not just hunting stars. They're building layers. They're adding insurance. They're preparing for multiple scenarios. Siani might not headline SportsCenter, but he fits the mold of a player who can swing a game late with his legs or glove. Put all three of these moves together, Luciano clearing waivers, Ty France rumors heating up, and Siani getting picked up, and you start seeing the bigger picture. This is roster engineering. This is front office choreography. The Yankees are reshaping their depth chart while keeping financial and prospect flexibility intact. That doesn't happen by accident. What really stands out is how quiet this all feels. No flashy press conferences. No blockbuster announcements. Just calculated moves behind closed doors. That's usually when the Yankees are most dangerous. Historically, some of their biggest midseason impacts came after stretches like this, where small transactions paved the way for larger ones. Let's also acknowledge the elephant in the room. The AL East is brutal. Every team is fighting. There's no room for complacency. The Orioles are young and hungry. The Rays always find a way. The Blue Jays are desperate to prove something. The Red Sox are unpredictable. The Yankees know they can't sit still, and everything we're seeing right now screams urgency. Adding someone like Ty France could stabilize first base and lengthen the lineup. Keeping Luciano gives them trade ammo or depth. Adding Siani boosts speed and defense. These are not random pieces, they're puzzle parts. And fans need to understand something. Not every move has to be massive to matter. Baseball seasons are won through margins. One extra base runner, one defensive play, one timely hit. The Yankees are trying to win those margins right now. Another layer to this story is clubhouse chemistry. France is known as a steady presence. He's not flashy, but teammates respect his approach. That matters on a team with huge personalities and massive expectations. Sometimes you need glue guys. Sometimes you need grinders. The Yankees don't just need stars, they need balance. Meanwhile, Luciano staying in the organization keeps developmental options open. Maybe he figures it out in AAA. Maybe he becomes part of a trade package. Either way, New York didn't lose him for nothing, and that's key. Let's also talk about timing in the market. Prices only go up as deadlines approach. By clearing waivers now and adding Siani early, the Yankees are positioning themselves ahead of the curve. If Ty France negotiations are real, they're happening while leverage is still relatively neutral. That's smart business. For fans wondering if this means a bigger move is coming, I'd say don't be surprised. These types of roster adjustments usually precede something larger. Whether it's another bat, bullpen help, or even a surprise trade, the groundwork is being laid. And let's be honest, this team still has holes. The bullpen needs consistency. The infield could use reinforcement. Depth is always an issue. Cashman knows this. The front office knows this. And today's news tells us they're actively working the phones. So where does this leave the Yankees right now? It leaves them flexible, proactive, and quietly aggressive. Luciano clears waivers, opening roster space. Ty France rumors point to offensive upgrades. Siani adds speed and defense. Every box is being checked, slowly but deliberately. If you're a Yankees fan, this should excite you. Not because of one single move, but because of the pattern. This organization is clearly preparing for a push. They're not waiting for things to fix themselves. They're adjusting in real time. And that's exactly what contenders do. So keep your eyes open, because this story isn't over. Today, it's Luciano, France, and Siani. Tomorrow, it could be something much bigger. The Bronx is stirring. The phones are ringing, and Brian Cashman is cooking. Drop a comment and tell me what you think. Should the Yankees go all in on Ty France? What do you expect next? And if you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe for daily Yankees updates, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any breaking news. This is just getting started, and I'll keep you covered every step of the way.